Hi everyone. So today is VEDA number 4, and I have to work this morning. I have to leave, I guess, in a half hour, so it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm in my living room today because my husband is sleeping in my room, which is normally where I blog from, and so that's why I'm also being kind of quiet. Both my kids just woke up because I was getting them cereal. Actually, I was getting my son cereal because he was already awake and my daughter was not yet. Oh, you want to make another appearance, huh? You want to make another appearance? You just can't stay away. I know you smell my lipstick. Anyway, so my son's allergic to cow's milk, so he drinks soy milk, and you have to shake it up first because you can buy it and you don't have to refrigerate it until you've opened it. Anyway, so I'm shaking it up, and I've got his bowl full of cereal, and it flies out of my hand and lands on the bowl, and the bowl just, and there's cereal everywhere, and so it's loud, and the bowl falls onto the floor. And anyway, it woke up my daughter, so then I had to make 2 bowls of cereal, which is fine because usually she doesn't wake up until after I've left, and right now it's just about 8 o'clock. It's actually 7:59. And so she's not normally up until 9 or 10, actually. It used to be 9 and now it's 10. So she might be grumpy for daddy today. Anyway, I will be back this afternoon, which is probably when I will get a chance to post this. I don't know if I'm going to need to edit it. It depends on how it goes. Anyway, so I did take another pregnancy test today. Actually, I took 2 because yesterday's, while it may not look positive on the pictures, in person it does. Only 1 though. So I'm thinking maybe it was a faulty test. I don't know. It's deceiving. And so then I took 2 today because 1 looked kind of possibly faint, and I don't know. I don't have my hopes up that much anymore because today I was charting my BBT and I realized that yesterday it had dropped, and then today it had dropped even more, which normally before Aunt Flo comes, you see the drop. You know, it just keeps dropping until it comes. But anyway, I had my hopes up because I had ovulated and it was really low, and then the day after ovulation it shot up, and then it just got higher, and then it dipped down, and then it got higher, and it just kept getting higher. And then yesterday and today it went back down, not all the way. I mean, it's still above that line. So anyway, yeah. I thought I might talk to you a little bit about my children. My son has food allergies, which we found out at 6 months when we fed him mac and cheese baby food for the first time. He had sweet potatoes. That was his favorite. He always ate sweet potatoes, to the point where he had an orange skin tone, and every time we'd see a doctor, even if it was not actually taking him to the doctor, which happened a lot, but just like, normal, any other person or whatever, any other person that knew about that kind of thing would say, oh, he must love sweet potatoes and carrots because the tip of his nose is orange. I dressed him up as a pumpkin one year. Didn't even have to put any makeup on him because he was already orange. Anyway, I thought that was kind of silly. But anyway, so my son, he had an allergic reaction to the mac and cheese. He was choking, and we decided to drive him to the hospital because we were about 5 minutes away. And on the way, he stopped breathing and turned purple. And anyway, I actually wrote out the story in my blog. If you want to check that out, maybe I'll leave a link down at the bottom. So anyway, sorry, they're eating breakfast, so sometimes they're a little noisy. They're kids. But anyway, so we found out he was allergic to milk and eggs, and we went and saw the allergist. And then he was tested for nuts once he reached that age and found out he's also allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. So he's allergic to every nut. Every nut we tested him for, he was allergic to. So the allergist said to just, assume that he is. But anyway, so let's see. He recently, within the last year, I think it was, more tape on the floor, of course. Sorry, my kids love to get into tape. So more recently, we took him to the allergist and did what's called a muffin test, where you bake the allergen into your food. Now, we wouldn't do that with nuts because that's not going to change anything, but you do it with eggs and milk, and we could do one before the other, and I chose eggs. And so I made some muffins, baked some eggs into it, and we took him to the allergist, and he only had small symptoms, just the itchy mouth and the hives and whatever, nothing more. And so the allergist said that would just slowly go away, and he could have eggs baked into things, and that would help him, help his immune system to, not fight off the egg so much. And so what happens with the egg is that you sear it at such a high temperature while baking. It can only be baking because of the high temperature, that it destroys the not the protein, anyway, it destroys it enough that the body doesn't recognize it as an egg or, as a threat. And so that's nice. And if I go a while without giving him eggs, sometimes he'll just get, little bumps on his lip. That's as far as it goes. Because his normal reaction would be hives all over the body, itchy, and, he could stop breathing and all that stuff. But he still can't have eggs if, they're scrambled or even in a pancake. You can't even have an egg in a pancake. Oh, sleepyhead here. You and your messy hair. Did you eat your breakfast? Yes. What? Oh, you got some on your shirt?
No.
Okay. Will you go put your bowl in the sink, please? Thank you. Careful. Put your bowl in the sink.
That one?
Sure. You can put that one in the sink too. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, we've known since he was 6 months, and he's now 4. He'll be 5 in October, and so anyway, and then this little one, little Miss Hannah, she is, oh, you don't have any pants on. Sleepyhead, she is 3 years old. My kids are 19 months apart. So that is that. And she doesn't have any allergies. Now, I was, oh, yes, I know. So I was told that she had a much higher chance of having food allergies than any other child out there, because she is a sibling to my son who has a lot of food allergies, severely, and she has no allergies. So we haven't tested her for peanuts. That's the one thing we have not tested her for. But, so that's another thing, one of the struggles with wanting a third and trying to conceive the third is that there's a chance that the third will have the same or actually even different food allergies than my son. He could be allergic to wheat, he or she, and then that's a whole new set of challenges, for us. But I think it's worth it, and with her, I followed the steps to try to make it so she was least likely to get food allergies, and it worked. Either that or she's just got a great immune system like her daddy. Huh. Yeah, you want to say hi? Say hi. You're silly. Anyway, So I will let you all go. That is VEDA. Okay, that is VEDA number 4. And if you have any questions or would like to know more, let me know.